Good evening, my friends. Welcome to my Sunday Night Live broadcast. Now, normally it's a 3-day weekend, and normally we wouldn't have a session tonight, so we'd have it probably tomorrow night. But things are changing so fast that, hey, it may be a 3-day holiday weekend in the United States, but I've got students in Canada, I've got students in other countries that want to get a head start on building their business in January, and I'm so excited about what I'm going to share with you that, frankly, what I needed to do was not broadcast this tonight and do it tomorrow night. But hey, what the heck? So I want to welcome all my friends on Facebook and LinkedIn that are watching this, folks on watching this on my YouTube channel. And what we're going to talk about tonight is what I call a low-tech system that's going to blow ChatGPT out of the water for recruiting more high-caliber people faster and easier. Now, there's a story behind this. There's been a lot of hype. There's been a lot of publicity about artificial intelligence and ChatGPT. In fact, in November, I jumped in, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And I started recommending it to my students. Frankly, there were things about ChatGPT that I really liked. Tonight, I'm going to introduce you to Max GPT. And, November, December, I have close to 1,000 people that are playing with it, over 40 coaching students that were playing with it. And that gave me a chance to look at the positives and look at the negatives. And I'm always looking for what is easy, for what, frankly, duplicates, for something that anybody can do. And when you think about it, for 27 years, my scripts, for all intents and purposes, for somebody that didn't know anything about network marketing, for somebody that didn't know anything about what to say to a prospect, is the equivalent of artificial intelligence. It was my intelligence that worked. My scripts worked for years. And as we got into it even more, December, last month, was the icing on the cake. And so as we're about to start our January boot camp, I had to put this stuff out there because it's going to help all of you go faster, and it's not so technical. Max GPT enables users to refine and steer a conversation towards a desired result. You ask a question, you get an answer. The answer leads you to another question. The answer to that question leads you to another question and an answer. And when you're talking to the right people, it works unbelievably well. And so as we were putting together our new private message scripts for social media for our boot camp, all of the pieces began to come into place. They all began to fit together. And we started releasing some of these new scripts in November and December. We expect to get the final book out during the January boot camp. But all of the questions, all of the scripts for the people that participated in the November boot camp or the December boot camp were there. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence AI chatbot that uses natural language processing to create human-like conversational language. So I included ChatGPT training into the content covered in my November and December boot camps. Now, when you use ChatGPT to modify my scripts to your prospects, the results have been disappointing and does not produce the best results. See, the last thing when you're talking to a prospect that they should see in your text message is a question. A question. And what ChatGPT seemed to do is it certainly asked the questions towards the end of the dialogue, but it followed up with needless comments. It wasn't the best. And I want for you the best. What I want for all of you is a simple process that all of you could use. So we published last month a book called Beyond the Hype. And I'm going to put the link in the chat here. Here it is. So I'm going to pop that in there. It's a free download. And what I've also included is another document, how to reduce attrition. So it's a free download. I put the link in there. Let me look. You know, I love success stories. Let me unmute Carl.
Hello, Max.
Yeah, hi, Carl. Give me a second. I just want to
No rush.
over here and bring you up here so everybody can see you. I love the cover. So tell me, because I love sharing stories. We were talking about scripts. How have my scripts helped you?
You know, I used it I'm now with a company, Melaleuca, for 25 years. But I started pretty early when you did your trainings with MySpace, and I used it person to person. Because it doesn't matter if it's on social media or if you do it person to person, it's the same principle. And I tell you, it took me only, and I never did something like this before. I sold my business because my wife got very sick, and I looked for something that I could do from home. And so I was not in another company before. I had no idea, and I really learned it from John Milton Fogg, from Challenge, and from you, and especially how to approach people, how to listen, and how to apply it by word of mouth. Now I really like to challenge myself, and I'm not quite your age, but we are all both pretty young. I'm 76, and I think you're 1 day older than I am, and I love it, and I like to challenge myself, and that's how I stay young. That's why you stay young. You're amazing, Max. What you give, it's unreal.
So where are you in your business now?
I'm executive director 5 is Melaleuca. I have a very good, stable business, almost 98% retention rate every month. It's absolutely amazing. And I really, I tell everybody, listen to Max, listen to Max.
So the scripts helped you get to executive 5?
Yep, absolute. Yep. And then I took it easier because of my wife's situation. I wanted to spend time with my wife, and that's what we did.
Well, I love it. And I'm thrilled for you. And it does keep you young.
Absolute. Yeah.
It really does. It really does. So congratulations. And by the way, how long did it take you to get to executive 5?
17 months. And I never had other company experience. I didn't bring anybody from another company. I really started from scratch, learning from people like you.
17 months to get to executive 5.
Yeah.
That's great. That is great. Congratulations. If you could,
Thank you very much.
send me a little note, share that so I can, kind of put it out there because I love sharing success stories.
Yeah.
And we have some folks, and it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how young you are. The bottom line, this is something that anybody can do.
Absolute.
Anybody can do. And
Yeah.
Carl, I'm congratulations again.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Max.
I love stories like that. And let me just say that all of you, every one of you here is on the same road. All right? You're all on the same road. It's a process. The process is getting easier, and more people are jumping into these social networks. Let me come back over here. So, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the negative stuff about artificial intelligence and chat GPT. All right. The truth is that you can talk to perfect prospects every day. You can crush it on LinkedIn and Facebook by using what we call reverse attraction marketing. You put yourself out there as the person your ideal prospect would want to talk to. And then you start on purpose reaching out and connecting with people that based on who they are, what they do, what their circumstances are. LinkedIn makes it easy. They allow people to put that open to work frame around their profile picture. So if you want to be successful, you have to talk to people every day. And you could pick people out in advance that need what you have, want what you have, and you establish relationships with people through conversation and engagement. Now, it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message, which is mind-boggling. Response rates increase dramatically when you use my secret sauce along with my scripts. Today, 99% of your prospecting, recruiting, and business building activity can now be done on your mobile phone with a LinkedIn and a Facebook phone app. Secret sauce are moving images, GIFs. This is something that anybody can do. Now, the top earners in network marketing will tell you that if you want to be successful, you must talk to a minimum of 5 people about your business every day. Now, you can easily do that on LinkedIn and Facebook in less than an hour by engaging your best prospects in a conversation. These conversations lead to sales when you follow my proven scripts. And now we're releasing Max GPT. I'm giving you the words to use. Top earners will tell you if you want to be wildly successful, you must talk to at least 10 people about your business every day. And again, you can do that on LinkedIn and Facebook in an hour. But it doesn't have to be a solid hour. 20 minutes here, 15 minutes there. You can do that on LinkedIn and Facebook in an hour by engaging your best prospects in a conversation. And these conversations can lead to sales when you follow my proven scripts. 18 months. 18 months. Again, congratulations, Carl. Now, if you desire to become a top earner in your business and you want to go fast, you want to become a top earner in 90 days, you must talk to 20 people every day about your business. You can do that on LinkedIn and Facebook in 2 to 3 hours by engaging your best prospects. These conversations can lead to sales when you follow my proven scripts and advanced trainings. Are How Network Marketers Catch Whales and the Top Earners 90-Day Game Plan are trainings reserved for our 3-day events, retreats. God knows we throw enough at you in boot camp. Now, with Max GPT, you can easily talk to your prospects, get predictable responses, and engage them faster than ever before, while having more fun than you can believe. I would venture to say that half of the people that are on this live broadcast are already addicted. Already addicted. With Max GPT, it provides you with the next question to ask your prospect that sets them up to do a Zoom session so that you can show them your business. And you know ahead of time that they want it. The biggest mistake that network marketers make is they push the business on people before they know who these people are, what their network marketing experience is. And in our case studies, we have examples. Bring up the business too early. Don't ask the right questions. And people don't show up for your meeting. With Max GPT, it generates immediate responses with your best prospects to make the entire prospecting process so addicting that you won't be able to put your phone down. Especially when you have message after message after message after message coming in. It provides you with the next text messages that answer complicated questions from your prospects that make you come across as an expert. When someone asks you, how do you describe network marketing? When someone wants to know what the difference between network marketing and a pyramid is. When you're talking to somebody that has had numerous attempts at making money in network marketing and they've never worked. Someone has a negative attitude about network marketing. If they do, the truth is you've got better information than they do. Max GPT provides you with simple copy and paste recruiting scripts that produce immediate responses from fabulous prospects. Your phone is dinging. And all the people that you wrote to yesterday are responding. All the people that you asked questions, all the people are responding to your posts. It's like, oh my God, who do I talk to? And one of the things that you have to learn is to identify who the best prospects for your business are. Set the goal high. That's all I can tell you. We had 2 examples this week where one of my students was talking to, in fact, we did it during an Ask Max session. We brought up 2 people. The first one wasn't sure that both of them had a need. Both of them were unemployed, out of work. One of them didn't like sales, didn't feel like this was for her. The other one was an amazing candidate. We started to go into the one that didn't like sales, and I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are we doing this? Why are we talking to someone that says they don't like sales? They're not sure that they want to do this kind of thing. When you have 10,000 people that do like sales, that would like to do it. Max GPT provides you with predictable questions and answers that you need when talking to a prospect to close them faster. The duplication, the confidence that all of you are going to get, the more you do it, Max GPT will empower you to become a top business builder in your business. Now, you're going to enroll more reps with the innovative strategies, proven actions, and texting scripts found in my scripts book and Max GPT. So whether it's changing your picture, wishing someone a happy birthday, wishing someone a happy holiday, official holidays, unofficial holidays, we're posting things. What happens is whatever you do, people like it, Facebook and LinkedIn, and there are different ways to indicate they appreciate what you've done. So you send a text message to the suitable prospects that respond to any of your actions to start a conversation. And use my proven scripts and Max GPT to enroll them in your business. So you're having a conversation with someone. You started it up, and now we pull out the scripts. We follow a process. So we have the happy New Year, happy birthday, happy anniversary, congratulate somebody on anything. We have New Year's resolutions. We have people reacting to posts. We have the project launch script. We have the side hustle script. And other examples. Now, these all provide immediate responses that turn into sales, depending upon who you're talking about. Our project launch script, we have new strategies and new tactics that we're going to be introducing in boot camp. Our next session of boot camp is Tuesday. Let me pop over here. All right. So we're in a new platform. And for the January boot camp, you can get started right away by watching the recorded sessions for the December boot camp. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, close them. The January boot camp is going to have 5 sessions. We just finished Tuesdays. My guess is it'll be up sometime on Monday. Connect, communicate, close, and then the daily routine of top earners. You have the profile guide, the private message scripts book, which is in the process of being updated. You got our monthly calendar, free downloadable copy of Think and Grow Rich, and a training from John Fod, building relationships, asking questions, listening, and continual persistence. This is behind the success of $1 million earners. Years ago, when I first got into network marketing, there was a magazine called Upline Magazine, where he had all these top earners that were providing articles and content on how to be successful in network marketing. he attended one of our retreats. And it's a phenomenal, it's 20 minutes. You really need to listen to it. But the most important thing is to join us during our daily Ask Max sessions. Okay, let me look here. Is there a special on the current boot camp? Yeah, we actually have 3 specials. One is just for the January boot camp. One is for 2 boot camps, January and February boot camp, and one is for 3 boot camps. So it's in the chat. MaxDonagard.com/boot camp. Use the promo code best deal to drop the price. So let me take a look and see who's here. Obviously, I can't see the people that are watching this live on Facebook or watching this live on LinkedIn. Well, Ray, I'll keep my eye out for you in boot camp. First session was already recorded. All right, so we got the project launch script. We have the side hustle. We got the bad weather strategy. The middle of the United States, cold weather. I mean, they've got an election on Tuesday, and they're talking about the weather being 30 below zero. We have New Year's resolution strategies. So there are new ways to take your business to the next level on LinkedIn. And we're going to be covering all of them in our current boot camp. You can find perfect prospects easier by the contents of their profile and their actions and their posts. Posting is probably the most important part of this process, and we're going to be putting a bigger emphasis on posting, because it's not just a matter of engaging people in a conversation. We used an example last week of somebody who connected with somebody in November, but didn't sign them up in the business until the following June. That was 8 months. The posts between the two over those 8 months is what built a relationship. Posting builds rapport, builds relationships without talking to people. In the first 2 weeks, we learned that the person had been in 5 different network marketing companies, swore they would never get into another one. And 8 months later, they did. Posting is going to be a very, very important part of your activity. So we're going to be providing everybody with ways to go, places to go to get great posts, new ways to find perfect prospects, business professionals from a pool of 1 billion people on LinkedIn that want to make full-time or part-time income from home. Those are the people you want to talk to. The green M&Ms. We're going to show you how to make those connections. So if you know the professionals in your target audience, that they're easy to connect with on LinkedIn, engage them in a conversation. Talking to more of the right people will increase the number of people that you'll enroll in your business. So knowing in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for what you're selling and developing a relationship with them before you talk about your business is going to result in more sales. Posting motivational and inspirational quotes every day will subtly build rapport and establish relationships with your prospects faster. The more you post, the greater your influence is going to be. It's easy to identify the right people. Your choice of who to contact is going to be based on your personal searching parameters. If you know that some of the top earners in your company were chiropractors, you can go on LinkedIn and find them. Business builders or customers. Companies emphasize getting customers. You want business builders. Your business will grow faster. Their profile contents, the images displayed, their activity, their online agenda. Why are they on LinkedIn? The ease of connecting with them, the ease of communicating with them, and their appreciation and need for what you're selling. All of this matters. You must know why someone would need what you have before you even start the conversation. The key to using my strategies and scripts successfully and increasing your closing ratio is to simply use them with the right people. As soon as you identify that a person is not a prospect, stop talking to them. Talk to someone that is. Closing more sales and enrolling more reps is less about selling and more about listening and solving problems. Your prospect doesn't have problems, doesn't feel like they need your product or want to get into a business. It's a waste of time and effort to talk to them. The reason most people fail in sales or network marketing and lose a lot of money and time is they try to sell their product or opportunity to the wrong people. Remember, you can't fit a square peg into a round hole, and you can't sell filet mignon at 2 cents a pound to a vegetarian. So what do they look like? They're active. They're positive. They share similar work experience with you. I have a student in boot camp that he's already enrolled 16 people into his business. Now, boot camp started last Thursday, but he started at the end of December. How's he doing it? He was in the Army for 26 years. So he's talking to people in the Army that are transitioning out of the Army that are looking for business, looking for a way to make some money. Share similar interests, share similar values, have a large circle of influence, and appreciate, need, or use what you're selling. So here are the characteristics of a serious business builder. Passionate about your products, ambitious beyond their current circumstances. They're entrepreneurial. They'd rather work for themselves than work for somebody else. They've been successful at something. They have a large circle of influence. So when they get into your business, they don't come by themselves. They bring their friends. Business builder or customer. Well, it's easy to identify a serious business builder. And it's just as easy to enroll a business builder as a new customer. Your business grows faster with business builders. Years ago, I had a conversation with a good friend, Kim Claver, who wrote a great scripts book called If My Product's So Great, How Come I Can't Sell It? And she had 100 different scripts for getting customers. And her thesis was, in theory, everybody that's walking around the mall could be a candidate for your business as a customer. But you can't tell by walking around the mall who is looking for business. Well, social media changed all of that. You could either find people who clearly were looking for business and they said so, or you could look at people by their profession who naturally, based on the profession they were in, would be interested in the business. Social media has changed all of that. The special project launch script is for business builders. So you only talk about your business with people that needed and wanted what you're selling. You'd never experience rejection. Now, every new connection that you make on LinkedIn and Facebook is like a seed that you plant in a growing garden of prospects. Facebook, LinkedIn. And what do we do with seeds when we plant them? We got to water them, fertilize them. Your daily activity over time, including text, posts, likes, comments, and direct messages, proactively nourish your relationships with everyone the same way that water and fertilizer will cultivate the seeds to help your garden grow. As you learn more about each prospect, when you only talk about your business with the people that clearly need or want what you're selling, you'll close more sales while dramatically reducing or eliminating rejection from the entire business building sales process. It's a garden. The more selective you are about who you choose to contact and connect with, the more successful you're going to be in the long run. So think quality over quantity. Your daily activity over time, including text, posts, likes, comments, and direct messages, proactively nourish your relationships with everyone the same way that water and fertilizer helps your garden grow. As you learn more about each prospect by their daily actions and answers to your questions, you'll know whether to keep talking to them and increase or decrease your posting activity. You have to exercise patience to learn more about someone before you talk to them in detail about your business. So here you're planting all of these seeds. The seeds are beginning to sprout. You'll have plenty of people to talk to. The more you know about your prospect and their previous network marketing experience, the higher your closing rates are going to be. Jeunesse had a salon for 10 years. So she was building a Jeunesse business. She made 7 sales while sitting in boot camp by enrolling other salon owners. She sent me this. I love this. I'm signing someone up into my business in Cambodia who's bringing in 2 of her friends at the same time. I also have someone in South Africa and Germany. I also closed someone in the United States. Signed up 7 people so far, with 6 others almost ready to go. She sent me this at the end of boot camp. Since I've been coaching with you, I've become the best recruiter in my group. Everyone wants to know how I'm doing it, and I'm not saying. You're my big secret. I don't want to share it. Wayne, I've only done the first 2 sessions of boot camp, and I got 10 friends, and I signed 1 person up in my business. All I've done is contacted 5 people a day and followed the scripts. And Quintina, oh my God, yesterday I signed up 4 more people into my Melaleuca business. That makes 4 people since I started last week. If they're trying other companies, this is the first time I know I can go to the top of my business. Project launch script. Creates immediate response, genuine curiosity, serious interest, a sense of urgency, fast, decisive action, immediate duplication, faster team growth, faster rank advance. What you're doing is you're reaching out to people that you're already connected to. I haven't had a chance to pull out the Chat GPT and replace it with Max GPT. Over Christmas, Marissa enrolled 13 people in 10 days. How did she do it? She was an eBay seller for 7 or 8 years. So she jumps on LinkedIn. There's 11,000 eBay sellers. So she contacted other eBay store sellers or eBay store people. Enrolled 2 people into her business on the 14th. By the 20th, she was up to 6. By the day after Christmas, 13 people. Steve used the launch script 8 times. Now, posting is big. And there are new posting tactics that work like magic. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced 1 kick 10,000 times. The more you do this, the better you're going to get. The more you do it. You're going to look at a profile, you know. You look at a post, person responds, you know. Once you know that you're talking to a great prospect, the rest of it's a lot of fun. Your one kick step to mastering every social network is my 4-step formula. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, qualify them, and close a sale. So simple, anybody can master it. The key to your success is engagement. Now, what I want to do is I came up with some new things to post. And moving images, posting GIFs. And so we have a number of students that are involved in the financial planning business. So I've got some posts that I want to go over really quickly. Excuse me. It's important to know what you want to accomplish with your investment before you actually invest. Spend each day trying to be a little wiser than you were when you woke up. Got some Ben Franklin quotes. If you'd be wealthy, think of saving as well as getting. Beware of small expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Now, you don't have to be a financial planner. These topics will resonate with everyone. Las Vegas is the only place I know where money really talks. It says goodbye. The quickest way to double your money is to fold it in half and put it in your back pocket. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Now you could go on the internet and just look these up. For boot camp, we'll actually have the images because you can find these. Money is multiplied in practical value depending upon the number of W's you control in your life. What do you do? When do you do it? Where do you do it? And with whom do you do it? When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is. Money is a guarantee that we may have what we want in the future. Though we need nothing at the moment, it ensures the possibility of satisfying a new desire when it arises. Aristotle. You start posting things like this. Raises your value. Wow, he's posting Aristotle, posting Plato. Quotes on setting financial goals. It takes as much energy to wish as it does to plan. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways it won't work. If your ship doesn't come in, swim out to meet it. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. And so for all of you, it doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't. Once your profile is set up, that's all you need. You are free to reach out and talk to people about anything. When I started working with Joanne, who was building a Melaleuca business, and please understand that this is not a training that's exclusive for Melaleuca. There are 17 different companies that are represented in our January boot camp. Started working with her. She's been a customer for 8 years. The person that brought her into the business was no longer in the business. First month, she doubled her business, which wasn't a big thing because it wasn't much of a business. Second month, it tripled, and then she was up and running. And then she made an interesting discovery, which most of my students make. Everything that she was learning car learned it, she could apply to her regular insurance job. So she started to do that. Now, every 5 or 6 months, she calls in to bring me up to date on what's happening.
I mean, Max, what you've taught me, obviously I've applied to my network marketing business, and it absolutely works. We know that. It's a fact. You've done it with me, you've done it with so many others. But, you know, one of the things I always say was, what you teach us, we can apply to any job, any job. And it's the same technique, it's the same dance. And I've used it in the insurance world, where I was recruiting for multiple agencies and using your technique. I remember one month I recruited 40 insurance agents in 1 month. You know, that's huge. And I know that you've worked with others that have built huge insurance agencies as well. Currently, I'm doing outside sales. I'm working for Republic Services, as you can see in my banner there. I have been with the company 2.5 months. I started in the beginning of May. And I told my manager when I was in the interview process how I thought that, you know, I can apply LinkedIn and explode, you know, this type of position. And it didn't register with him. And I waited, and I said the first couple of weeks, I got to learn what I'm doing. I got that down. And then I said, I'm posting my first customer. So if you look back about a month, you'll see, you know, Go Auto was my first post, nothing fancy. And then about a week ago, I think I did 5 posts in a row. And one of my posts for Red Arrow Diner has gotten over 6,000 views between two, you know, it said, oh, do you want to post in the, you know, restaurant group or whatever? So this one here is a nonprofit, the one that you have right there. So they do mental health. And, you know, I've got 23 likes on that and a good number of views. This one was a little restaurant in Nashua, and I think it was over 1,100 views when I saw it last. So what I'm doing is I've got a little twist, a little auto dealership. I think that one had about 1,200 views when I first looked at it last. I'm not even really, the diner one's my favorite, the next one right there. So this diner, Red Arrow Diner, been around for 100 years, and I just posted me with some of the guys outside and one of the owners. 67 people liked it. So using your technique, I do a little post, and the only thing I'm saying about Republic Services is welcome to the Republic Services family. So just doing that, you know, is getting more engagement, more people within the company. But just in the last week or so, I've been asked, I trained my group of, you know, my office, and now I've got my division manager sending out messages talking about how because of these couple of posts that I've done, I had someone on LinkedIn that I connected with on the 25th of June with my message one that you taught, copy paste, and I got a sale from that. And he's got 10 gas stations. So I'm getting the first one in August, and you know, as long as we deliver, which we will, I'll end up getting 10 locations from him seeing my posts that you taught us how to do. You know what I mean? So I have a little bit of a twist, but my manager sent out a message talking about how he sees the value of what I'm doing, talking about me being 310% of budget. Then it's gone out to the region, and now one of the division managers are reaching out. They're shocked at what I'm doing. They're talking about me training their leaders and their sales force. They have 40,000 people that work for Republic Services. And this is like, you know, breaking news, using LinkedIn to do what we're doing here. I just think super cool. You know, it's like throwing that pebble in the water. And I just want to let you know, it's still having the ripple effect from what you and I have done.
So I have, I think 3 people on here that are, everybody that's on here, I think is a student, but I have 3 people here that are contemplating one-on-one coaching.
Why are they doing that, Matt? There's no question. The one-on-one coaching is where this all clicked for me. You know what I mean? And you know, after like my second session with you, we fixed the profile. You showed me the basics. I started running with it. I couldn't sleep at night. You know, once we started having our one-on-one sessions, I was getting up at 3, 4 in the morning, and I would start doing my connections, doing what you taught me. And as you know, if you go back through our, trail there, I enrolled 3 people in one day when I was doing the network marketing. I got paid $5,000 to do 3 LinkedIn trainings for one of the insurance groups. Your training, your one-on-one coaching has opened up so many doors for me. So as time goes by, I always like to give you an update to let you know how I'm doing, but it all stems back to that one-on-one training that we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, were you surprised at how fast everything started to happen?
Initially, yeah. I mean, like, Matt, I knew about you. I've heard about you from years before you and I had gotten together. I've watched some of the webinars that you had, but I mean, like, immediately when we first started working together, it just was like a snowball effect. But when I take that into other areas and see how it explodes, like, I can't tell you how excited I am about what I'm doing now. Seeing it with my upper management, how they're all like super excited. Many of those people that like this post are at Republic Services, the 67. And I mean,
Now, for those of you that are existing students that have been on LinkedIn for an extended period of time, we introduced last week a monthly plan. And what you're going to do is you make a prospect list from your existing prospects. For example, I went in and I have 10,000 prospects. And out of those 10,000 prospects, you want to select 20 that have the best possibilities, put a star next to their name. You could reconnect with them by wishing them a happy birthday. I'm sorry, happy new year. Then you send them a positive message, and under the image right, it's been a while since we connected. I just started sending these positive messages to my friends on LinkedIn and hope that you enjoy them. Then send them positive messages for the next 5 days and start talking to these people. And send gifts, send moving images. Now, we're going to be talking more about that on Tuesday when we have our second session of bootcamp. So for those of you that are just getting started, no time like the present. You could watch the recorded sessions of December. Our goal is to help everybody enroll 5 people before the end of bootcamp. Now, we're almost halfway through the month. People are waiting to talk to you. So you can go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code Best Deal. This bootcamp has 5 sessions, not 4. You got our profile guide, scripts book, project launch script. There are over 30 holidays in January. Terry sent me this. I'm in complete shock as how fast the program goes. Man, I've never talked to as many qualified people for my business. I love that I can pick and choose. And starting bootcamp last week, I've signed up 4 new people. You're all heading down the same road. The twofer, maxsteingart.com/2-FUR. We'll get you into 2 boot camps, to January and February boot camp. Our next session is on Tuesday night. And we have our 90-day boot camp challenge. Go to maxsteingart.com/90-day challenge. Get the January, February, March boot camp. You get our expanded scripts book, and you get a seat in our coaching masterminds every Saturday. So there you have it. Now tomorrow, Monday night, I'm going to go into more detail on chat, on Max GPT. We're going to dive into the different strategies, different scripts that you can be using. Our goal, like I said, is to give you enough information so that you all can be talking to 5, 10, 15 people every day. If there's anybody that's interested in my coaching program, write to support@maxsteingart.com. In the headline, type coaching. Provide us with your name and phone number, links to your Facebook or LinkedIn pages. I only work with 25 people a month. I only work with 3 people a day. And I believe we have, I think, 2 coaching openings. So until next time, actually till tomorrow night, best of luck in building your business, and God bless. I am not sure we're going to have any Ask Max sessions tomorrow because it is a holiday. Until next time. And thank you, Carl. Congratulations. Best of luck in building your business, and God bless.